Look, I'll be the first to admit that us guys have a lot of really weird habits. But today, let's kind of turn the tables on you beautiful women. What weird habits of yours make us men go crazy? Now look, I'm gonna avoid the obvious ones such as like really bad hygiene or way too much makeup because honestly, this has been talked about to death. So what are some of the weirder habits or traits that turn men off? Well, I'm gonna bring you to a man's locker room and unveil some of the habits that men hate the absolute most. Keep watching. Hey there, Adam Little from LoveStrategies.com, where I help successful single women get out there and attract long-lasting love and do it with a proven strategy. And here are a few habits that drive us men crazy. And the good news is, all of these are totally within your control. Number 5 is being addicted to your phone. There is nothing worse than going on a date with a woman who constantly checks her phone, especially when we're in the middle of talking to you, or when a woman constantly needs to take selfies or having the guy take pictures of her. This is so rude and drives me crazy seeing other women do this. I mean, think about how you would feel if a guy has done that to you, or has a guy done that to you. Let me know in the comments. When you've agreed to spend time with someone, that's the time that you put away your phone. Don't let your phone run your life. Put it on Do Not Disturb permanently, or at least when you're on dates, so it's not constantly going off, and focus your attention to the real world where that man is sitting across from you and trying to get to know you. Number 4 is gossiping like you're in high school. Look, high-value men are not entertained by idle gossip. They're too interesting and they value your time way too much to waste on this low-level stuff. Plus, if you're gossiping about other people, he knows you're bound to gossip about him. I mean, what is she saying about me when I'm not around? So whenever you're talking about other people, just ask yourself, am I being kind and helpful by sharing this information? If not, don't do it. Number 3 is endless complaining. Look, are you the type to always be like, it's cold here, it's hot here, or this chicken is overcooked, this chicken is undercooked? Well, I guess if it's undercooked, that's worthy of a complaint, all right? Whatever it is, complaining about the gifts that he gets you, or he doesn't get you enough gifts, he doesn't spend enough time with you, or he spends too much time with you. Are you the type of person who just always sees the negative in everything? Look, I get that, but I should say from a male perspective, that is going to repel the good guys like the plague, just as it probably repels you when you're around a guy who constantly complains. So look, everything in life has a mix of the good and the bad. Find the good. It's going to be better for you and for him. And yes, of course, there's some moments that we just need to vent, but it shouldn't be a regular daily occurrence. Number 2 is creating drama just to keep the spark alive. Look, some people out there, they confuse toxicity with passion. And this is why toxic relationships will often have these highs followed by huge lows and continue in this vicious cycle. And if you find yourself constantly starting arguments with a guy just to keep that passion, that spark alive, because it's entertainment, because it's exciting, because you feel like you're going to lose the connection if it feels a little bit boring, then you know what? You are going to only be attracting the types of men who are toxic and love emotional volatility. Here's the reality. Healthy, long-term relationships can be boring, and that's a good thing. And finally, number 1 is allowing your insecurities to become the relationship. Now look, we all have insecurities, and yes, the guys who lie, cheat, and gaslight women, they have to take a lot of the responsibility for you women not trusting men. But if you're looking for the guy you're with to constantly reassure you and validate you, then you're not ready to be dating or in a relationship. This level of neediness is going to be a major turnoff. If he already steps up to the plate and he shows you through his words and his actions that he really likes you and wants to be with you, then you don't need to beg for his attention or his praise. Let him do his own thing, hang out with his friends, have space, pursue his passions, and you do the same. You'll know you're secure in yourself and your relationship when you don't need to be with your partner. You just choose to be. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.